right between them. It's super strong, all the way lit up. Did you hear that? That was in the bathroom. Something in the bathroom that was glass moved. You heard that, right?
Yeah.
Was it you?
No, it sounded like it came from over here.
That can't be it. That's what I thought it was. But... Hi, what is up my spooky family? It's me, Spooky. This video is going to be about the Emily Morgan Hotel in San Antonio, Texas. It has recently been deemed the third most haunted in America. It's definitely haunted. It's definitely got some activity going on there. Like as soon as you walk in, you feel all eyes on you. The Emily Morgan is sitting right across the street by the Alamo. And the Alamo is notoriously haunted as well. So all of that energy together, it's kind of just like a super powerful paranormal activity going on there. It's just very high energy. So if you're looking to stay somewhere and not have the sheets ripped off of you, then don't stay here because there's definitely some ghosts running around. I'm going to get into some facts about the Emily Morgan, give you some history on it first, and then I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what happened while we were there and show you some footage of the hotel itself and our EMF and our spirit box session, and we also did a voice recording, so we'll have all of that in here as well. It was built in 1924 and functioned as a hospital, specifically a medical arts building, all the way until 1976. They used the top floor, it had about 50 beds to house the patients that they needed to. They used the basement as the morgue, and then they had a crematorium. The basement and the first level, it functions as a fireplace. It's very pretty until you find out what it is, and then you think, oh, that kind of sucks. They also had a psych floor, a psychiatric patient floor, and a surgical floor for operating rooms and all of that. When we went there, it still smelled like hospital, and it stopped functioning. Like they stopped using it as a hospital in 1976, and it still smells like hospital. It kind of smells like, if you've ever been on a hospice floor, that's like the aroma it gives you. It's so strong, like immediately when you step off the elevator, it smells like hospital, but only that floor. And that, I think, is a really nice floor. I don't know if I would want to stay on that floor because the smell is pretty strong, but it's a pretty neat floor. The EMF reader to the top floor, the 14th floor, which is where they had the main hospital things. What was it? The holding rooms? It was the patient rooms, the stay rooms, overnight rooms. But before that, it took us down the ground. And it's spooky down here. Going back. She said, fuck you right now.
Let me get off.
This floor smells like hospital. It smells really strong, like not like alcohol, but like you ever been on a hospice floor of a hospital? It just kind of smells like death. That's kind of what it smells like. And it's only on this floor. I'm surprised you're not getting readings on this one, but my head's starting to hurt right here. I'm so spooked. For 8 years after it was no longer used as a hospital, it was used for regular office space. After it was used as regular office space, they used it in 1984. They renovated it into a hotel. So it was a hospital, then an office space, then a hotel. So it's been through some history, dating all the way back to the early 1900s. This building is old. It has a Gothic design on the outside. It's so pretty. The inside, it's modernized. It looks like a hotel, but it has a lot of qualities that you can, like, if you know the history of it, you can tell that it's been there since the beginning. You can tell that it's old, and you can tell that it's got a whole lot of history. Workers at the Emily Morgan have reported lights flickering on and off, you know, the usual stuff. The phones will ring in guests' rooms, along with phones ringing to the front desk and no one on the other side. They have had a lot of times when the phone from the elevator have called them and no one is in the elevator. The elevator is known to be one of the hot spots. It likes to kind of go between the 5th floor, the top floor, and the morgue. It's been known to take you to floors kind of without asking you what floor you want to go to. So if you push a floor, it'll take you to a completely different floor. While Ronin and I were on the elevator, we were trying to go to a floor and it stopped on, it ended up stopping on the 3rd floor, which was so spooky because we're kind of like prepared for it. We knew it was going to happen at some point in time while we were there. But when it really did happen, it was so spooky. We were going down to the level floor. I think we were going to go leave and go do something. But on the way down, it took us, stopped without the light. Like, you know when you push a light on the elevator, it wasn't glowing. No indication that it was going to stop at this floor, that anyone pushed the button. There was no one waiting when we got there, it just opened. We looked around, no one in sight, shut, that was it, and then it took us to our floor. So it was like, did a spooky guest get on the elevator with us? I don't know. The floors that are most active in the Emily Morgan are the 3rd, 7th, 9th, 11th, and 12th. If you get on any of those floors, you're considered lucky if you're trying to get something. We were supposed to stay on the 7th floor, and I was so sad because we went, asked what floor we were going to stay on. They said the 7th, and I was very excited because that's one of the hot spot floors. And then whenever we went to go check in, they had moved us to the 4th floor. The 3rd floor on the Emily Morgan Hotel is known to be haunted by a little girl. The little girl comes across very active. She comes across as if she's really there. You can see her. She's a full-bodied apparition. She speaks to you. You can hear her humming and singing. She's been known to interact with people by kind of like laying in their bed with them and kind of teasing them, doing mischievous little kid things. The 7th floor, which is the floor Ronin and I were supposed to stay on, is known to have many, many shadow people. They have been seen going through the walls, kind of just walking around, doing their own thing. I don't think they ever really bother anyone other than the fact that they'll watch you, but that's about it. They just kind of disappear after a little bit. We asked one of the housekeepers there while we were looking for the library, and we decided we'd ask her what she's experienced, and you know they get that a lot. So we asked her, what's your main experience here? She said that between the times of 7 o'clock and 6 o'clock in the evening time, she will see an apparition every time she gets off the elevator on the 7th or 8th floor. So when you step off the elevator, because it's an iron-shaped building, so the floors she's talking about will be in the front here, and the elevator's in the back here. You step off of the elevator, there's a wall here, but you can kind of see when you get out a little bit, you can see forward to the 7th room on all floors. So she says whenever she steps off the elevator around 7, 6 o'clock in the evening time, she will see a figure walk into the 7th room on the 7th or 8th floor, but the 7th room every time, all the time, always that same room. It's so wild that it's always the same room because it makes you think like what happened in that room that draws that apparition so close. Like, did they die in there? Did they just like leave such a strong impact of energy there? I don't know. I don't know. And this guy caught us ghost hunting, a worker there as well. And he said, y'all trying to catch something? And we were like, yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed because you're walking around with your ghost hunting equipment. And he just chuckled at us, knowing full well he's had some experiences there, so.
Oh, you're good. Go ahead. Oh, I like him.
The 9th floor is known to be very physical. They hear a lot of slamming doors, a lot of slamming toilet lids will slam down and up and down. The water will turn off and on or stay on. Coffee cups that are sitting there will be knocked down, disrupted when no one's around them. There was a story of a couple who stayed there, and they said all night their neighbors were loud. And then so in the morning they checked out saying, yeah, it was really loud, at least so loud they kept them up all night. And upon telling the front desk, they were informed that they were the only people that night staying on the 9th floor. Spooky. The 11th floor is known for being frequented with a lady in a hospital gown. She's seen sobbing in the corners of the area in front of the elevator. She's been seen crying in there. She's also been seen crying in the elevator. And people have actually like thought she's a real person. They've tried to comfort her before and nothing ever works. She just stays there and sobs and cries. And then they find out later that there's no one of that description staying in the hotel, and that's happened on multiple occasions. So other than a lady who cries in a hospital gown in the middle of the night of the hotel, they will hear hospital gurneys being rolled down the hallway in the middle of the night as well. The 12th floor was the floor where they did their operations, their surgeries. People reported being touched, physically touched by nothing, and the sudden strong smell of alcohol taking over, like alcohol, hospital alcohol, rubbing alcohol. The 14th floor, which is actually the 13th floor, has, I guess it's kind of the scariest floor because there's reports of hearing a man growling. If I heard a man growling, I don't care how ghost hunting mood I'm in, I'm getting out of there. The elevator, Trunk Cat wants to make an appearance. Hello. Oh. Something that really creeps me out about the hotel was the not proven fact that the pool is made out, and I'll put a picture of the pool. I took a video of it. I'll do the video or a picture or something of the pool. Is made out of the surgical tables, the surgical steel tables that were used in the OR, just welded together. And I wouldn't swim in that pool. The last part of this video is the experience that Ronin and I had there. Immediately when we got there, there was this ottoman that freaked us out. And as soon as we got in there, like it was just creepy. It had a heavy feeling to it. Not a bad feeling, but a heavy feeling. I don't know, Ronin had a bad feeling. I didn't have a bad feeling though. I just felt like cringy about it. So, whenever he would try to shut it, it would knock back. I am kind of on the fence about it. It was creepy. And while we were there, because we were only there for a night and a day, so we did the EMF while we were there. If you put the EMF reader in the back of the closet, it would go all the way, but only in the back. And then if you put the EMF reader by the wall in the bathroom in that same spot, it would do it as well. It would go all the way. And so initially we thought, like, I don't know, maybe there's something in the wall causing it. So then we didn't really think much about it. We leave, we come back, we went to go do something. We came back and it moved. It was no longer there. Like, it moved to where the readings weren't as strong there against the wall, but like dead center in the walkway. And we heard the toilet flush on its own. We were just sitting on the bed, kind of like messing around, play fighting and all of that, and then we heard the toilet flush. And instead of being like responding how a normal person would respond, going, what was that? Did the toilet just flush by itself? We were like, oh my god, did the toilet just flush itself? We were like way too excited to be scared. We were like, something happened. We were so excited. It was an awesome moment. I immediately tweeted about it and put it on Facebook and all that. But okay, so in our room we haven't had that many spooky things happen, but we did have the toilet flush itself. What all has happened? We've had weird elevator things happen, but what else has happened?
Talking about the sounds on the wall.
Oh, we knocked on the... So whenever we go over there with this, the behind this and in the bathroom, but only right between them, it's super strong, all the way lit up. Do you hear that? That was in the bathroom. Something in the bathroom that was glass moved. You heard that, right?
Yeah.
Was it you?
No, it sounded like it came from over here.
That can't be it. That's what I thought it was. Okay. I don't know if you guys heard that, but we went to the restroom because we heard something glass being tapped, but there's nothing over there. Okay, we're gonna do an EVP session with the spirit box, and then we're gonna record it with this the whole time, which we've had only over here. I don't know if it's in the camera view. When I face it this way, it goes away, but when I face it this way, anyways, our ghost friend is here. Now we can't really hear it, but you guys can, so we're gonna have to go back and listen. Is there anyone here? What's your name? I heard something, I don't know what I heard. Were you a hospital patient? I'm gonna ask again. What's your name?
Rick?
Rick! Did you die here? Do you want us to leave? When did you die here? Did you even die here? What's your name? Do you live here? Are you positive or negative entity? There's like so much talk that I don't know what. Alright, well, we're about to wrap this up. So if you have anything to say it quick. Well, thanks for letting us do our interview. This light's flickering. Oh, gee. Wait, look. Are you seeing this? Oh, now it's gone. You were seeing that, right?
Yeah. That's going up to all 5, right?
All in all, besides the fact that they ain't got free breakfast, 10 out of 10. It's a really nice place to stay. I loved it. It's beautiful. The architecture is beautiful. It's haunted. That's what we wanted to go there to experience. We experienced it. So if you're trying to get that, I say you got like a 90% chance of experiencing something. And I really hope you guys enjoy the footage we got along with our EMF and our spirit box session and the recording. So give me a like. Leave any comments. You got any questions about it? Or if you have any experiences, if you stayed at the Emily Morgan Hotel, let me know. I would love to read about other people's experiences there because it's a great hotel. I hope we get to stay again. So leave any comments about that or any comments at all. And go ahead and give me a subscribe and become a part of our spooky family. Become one of the ghosties. It also makes Sparta's little heart happy. You can't tell him no. It's a little witch cat. Stay safe. Don't get possessed. Don't do nothing stupid. And that's about it. Bye, guys. Even the dead like to work out. What's more important than a gym in a haunted hotel? Nothing. Nothing. You like my rig? That's Coban. For you guys. Just so we can have decent light. Is that a ghost?
Look at me smile with it again.
Letting her do our ghost interview.
Oh, I never pressed record. I'm so sorry. I'm playing. I'm so funny. That's going in the video too.
The air came back on.
I didn't even touch it, and it's not the second I walked up to it.
That was nice of you, Ghost. Is it
Thank
recording?
you.
Wow. Spazzing out.
Let me see.
This. This is hardly important right now. Seeb.
Steve? What's Steve? Sure. This place wasn't as cold as it was supposed to be. I'm kind of sad.
Oh my god.
You want to know what I set it to?
What?
57 degrees. Look at the camera. That's like your biggest problem. You don't like. You're telling me like.
Dude, we're gonna do the spirit box session. We're gonna ask a couple of questions, but our checkout time is pretty soon. We were supposed to do it last night, but we fell asleep. I'm looking at you because we fell asleep.
He's ready to be interviewed.
He's ready for the... Only facing this way, though.
Where's the TV remote?
So he's facing me. He's ready for the interview.